One of these shows up in a box on your porch. The other one, you're supposed to walk into a store, lie down on it before you buy it. And today I'm breaking down the Helix Midnight Elite and Beautyrest Black and figuring out which one actually wins and for which specific type of sleeper. This is the Sleep Circle, where we test sleep tools, explore routines, and share what actually works. I'm Madison, and like I said, today we're covering the Helix Midnight Elite versus Beautyrest Black. First, let's set the stage, because this comparison is really about two different ways of buying a mattress as much as it is about two different products. The Midnight Elite is Helix's premium hybrid. It's built and sold direct to consumer, ordered online, and shipped in a box. Beautyrest Black is the flagship line from one of the oldest names in the mattress industry. It's sold mostly through showrooms like Mattress, with online ordering as the backup option, not the main option. Price-wise, they're in the same neighborhood, somewhere between $24.50 and $42.50 for a queen, depending on which tier you land on and what sale is running at the time. So if you have narrowed down to these two mattresses, you've probably already done some research and you're ready to spend real money on something that is supposed to last. Okay, here's a quick version. Before we get into details, go with the Midnight Elite if you want one well-engineered medium feel, a long trial with flexible returns, and you're fine with buying without lying on it first. Go with Beautyrest Black if you want to test firmness in person, you want the biggest possible service network behind you, or you specifically want that firmer, more traditional coil support, especially at the edge of the bed. Now, neither one is objectively better here. They're built for different buying habits and very different sleepers. Second, let's talk about what's actually inside of these mattresses. The Midnight Elite is a hybrid foam forward mattress. Under the cooling cover, you've got a layer of dense contouring memory foam. Then you have Helix's Supreme Support Foam. So that is a notably dense 7-pound foam meant to reduce that sinking feeling you get in traditional foam mattresses. Underneath that, there's a layer of micro coils for responsiveness and an 8-inch pocketed coil support core underneath that. This mattress is built in 3 zones with reinforced coils around the edge. It does only come in one firmness, which is medium, and this is specifically built for side and combo sleepers. Beautyrest Black is a quilted Innerspring mattress. The support core here is Beautyrest triple-stranded pocketed coil technology. That is 3 strands of steel wound into every coil, and then it's topped with a quilted comfort system, layering in gel memory foam and their micro diamond foam for cooling. On the higher series, they also add nano coils right into that comfort layer for extra conforming, and the Series 4 mattress adds latex on top of that. So unlike Helix, you actually get a firmness choice here. They come in extra firm all the way to plush, including some pillow top builds across their 4 series. But here's the big difference. The Midnight Elite feels like sinking into a dense contouring foam bed with that coil support underneath. Beautyrest Black, by comparison, feels springier, quilted, and more traditional. It's what you would think of when you think of a hotel mattress. Though the nano coils and gel foam in those higher series often soften that classic Innerspring feel quite a bit. Now, both of these mattresses test really well for pressure relief in independent lab testing, but they get there in very different ways. So let's talk about where each one actually wins. Helix builds the Midnight Elite around targeted relief. So like we said, there's a layer underneath the hips specifically designed to stop your lower back from sagging out of alignment. And the dense foam is tuned to cushion your shoulders and your hips without losing its shape. So if you're a side sleeper, that's a very measurable advantage in Helix's favor. It's actually the reason why Helix leans really heavily on side sleeper data when they market this model of mattress. Beautyrest Black's strength is in their edge support. Independent lab testing has consistently scored its perimeter as excellent, both in sitting and lying, which is a spot where foam-heavy mattresses and hybrids like the Midnight Elite usually give up some ground. If you share a bed, if you use the edges a lot, or you're a heavier sleeper who wants the mattress to feel the same at the edge as it does in the middle, that's a point in Beautyrest's favor. Motion isolation is close to a wash between these two mattresses. Helix's microcoil layer does a lot of work absorbing movement, though Helix's plushier siblings like the Moonlight and Sunset actually edge out the Midnight here. Beautyrest Black is average to above average with most in isolation, and it varies a lot by which firmness you pick. So the softer builds isolate motion a lot better than the firmer ones. Cooling wise, both of these brands treat this as a built-in feature rather than an upsell, but they approach it differently. Helix's cooling cover is standard on every Midnight Elite, and it's designed to feel cool right on contact. So if you run hot, there is an optional deep cooling layer that you can add on for more money. So this way you can scale the investment to how hot of a sleeper you actually are. Beautyrest cooling tech is baked into the Black line across the board. Their sleep climate technology plus the gel and micro diamond foams in the comfort layers makes this a legitimate, well-reviewed system, but you do not get to choose your cooling level the way that you do with the Helix. So bottom line, neither one will sleep as cool as an all latex bed like the Saatva, but both are reasonable picks for a hot sleeper at this price point. And I would not make cooling the deciding factor on its own for either of these mattresses. Beautyrest Black is sold through Mattress Firm, and that has over 2,300 stores nationwide. Plus, they have a wide network of regional furniture and mattress partners, plus their own online site. So you can walk in, lie on 4 different firmness options side by side, negotiate a little, and often get delivery the same week in store. If you order it online, it actually ships through complimentary white glove service, and that has a 2 to 4 week window, but it includes full setup in the room of your choice, plus they'll haul away your existing mattress. Pricing and promotions do vary store to store, and the in-person experience can come with some sales pressure that online shopping just doesn't have. Helix sells almost entirely direct to consumer. So you can take their sleep quiz or read reviews, watch videos like this, order online, and it ships compressed in a box, usually within 3 to 7 business days. But you are setting it up yourself and you're on your own for hauling away your old mattress. Helix does have some showroom partners if it's really important to you to test it out. You can go to Mancini's Sleep World, Big Sandy Superstore, and Rooms to Go, but note that the footprint is still pretty tiny compared to Mattress Firm's. So for most people who want to test the Midnight Elite in person before buying, it may not be realistically on the table based on your location. However, what closes that gap for Helix is their amazing return policy. You get a 100-night trial with a required 30-night break-in period before you can return it, and Helix allows you up to 2 returns and 1 exchange per household, including free pickup. The Midnight Elite also comes with a 15-year warranty. By comparison, Beautyrest trial is also 100 nights, but the return policy is a lot more restrictive. You're only allowed 1 return or exchange per household per year, and the Black line carries only a 10-year warranty compared to Helix's 15. So if you are comfortable researching online, you trust lab data and reviews over a showroom pitch, and you like that security of a longer warranty plus the easier return policy, the Midnight Elite is the stronger pick here. And that's not me saying that Beautyrest is a lesser mattress, it's just that Helix's whole model is built around people who primarily shop online and want that easier transaction. Plus the 15-year warranty beats Beautyrest 10 outright. The return terms are more forgiving, and that targeted pressure relief is a genuine win if you are a side or combo sleeper. Beautyrest Black still makes total sense if you want that showroom experience to test firmness before committing, if you're a heavier sleeper who wants that extra edge support, or if having a mattress store down the street just matters more to you than a few extra years of a warranty. Like I said, this isn't a case of one being right and one being wrong. It really does come down to how you like to shop, what you're gonna sleep on for the next decade, and what kind of mattress you're looking for, a foam forward hybrid or a traditional Innerspring. We're all about better sleep, one night at a time. Please subscribe to the Sleep Circle and sweet dreams.